little button right when it goes.
We wouldn't have this problem if we're on Granicus.
So I gotta be right here.
Right?
Done.
Okay, you're good. You're all good.
Thank you. For some reason I thought Roy left. I don't know why. I'll call this meeting of the Board of County Commissioners back into session. From our executive session, we have no action to take despite our well-spent time there. For the good of the order, anything to bring up amongst this illustrious body of great minds before we depart?
Mr. Chairman, I would just remind all of the commissioners, please review that federal land and natural resource use plan because we have to finalize it on June 7th. It's out for public comment. And all of the P&Z meetings, they did the due diligence for us, but that doesn't mean that we don't need to thoroughly understand what's in that plan.
Thank you.
The videos are on the website. I saw them on the county website.
Very good.
Thank you.
Anything else? Yes.
Just give everybody a heads up that I have been contacted as per requested, that I request to Ranger, Bear Oil, and talk with Wamsutter, their fire chiefs, with regard to you know, with the contracts we have going, that they need to come in and see us as well if they feel there's something. And that type of thing. I don't want to leave out Rock Springs if they have an MOU, and I don't think we can leave out Farce and Eden either. So, because they are assisting. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I start over? Okay, I apologize. I was sitting away. But anyhow, just to let you know that the fire departments from Wamsutter, Bear Oil, and Granger probably will be in to request some assistance, as we've offered the other fire departments, because they will be responding to fires out in the county outside of their town jurisdictions. And not to forget too that, you know, Rock Springs and Farce and Eden are all part of the county as well that respond to fires. So so we, you know, just be ready for that, because they probably will be in and may get on the agenda or whatever, but thank you.
Thank you. Anything else for the good of the order?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
a couple things. I just want to report that since we no longer have liaisons, I've been vagabonding to some of the local organizations, and I had a chance to attend, which was probably the longest Southwest Counseling Board meeting of all time, of about
Sorry, I missed
3.5 hours the other day. But I did appreciate going there and listening. I also attended the events complex meeting. And it was really exciting to hear some of the stuff they have going on out there and see the direction of the fair and some of the things they're trying. And of course, Candy will be in next week, next meeting to talk about, we talked about this last night with our budget hearing, some of the historical horse racing and some of the renovations they're making. I think one of the big things that came out of that meeting for me was the fact that the evaluation of the grandstand showed that they were still functional, maybe not pretty, but they were functional. And then also I did attend the ambulance meeting. Also want to report that kind of follow up on what Commissioner Wendling said. Today at 3 o'clock, we will be meeting with Wamsutter Fire to discuss their contract and their needs. And John and I will be doing that at 3 o'clock. Correct, John? Okay. And usually when you tell me we're going to have a meeting after the commission at 3, I don't think I'll make it, but today it could happen if I hurry with my comments. And then the second piece of that, there was a fire meeting last week, and we had quite a collection of people. We had Wamsutter State Forestry, Casper Dispatch, our local 911 center, BLM fire, multiple BLM fire folks, including Frank Keeler and some of his local Mike Winger and those guys. Dusty from Wamsutter also attended. That poor guy got double dipped because after that he had to go to a 6-penny meeting. So long day for Dusty, but thanks for Dusty. We also had Jim Zimmerman and Gene there, and Fire District 1, Green River, and the city of Rock Springs. And one of the things we did review was there was a fire in McKinnon 2 weeks ago today, and we reviewed that fire. And all reports was that the system worked really well. Things went well. The main issue was within some radio issues. They were having some issues with the repeaters. So they're actually going to be working this week. BLM will have their radio guys up to help flash everyone's radios together and be able to coordinate better. Then also having some other handheld devices that will increase communication. So was really excited with the process of that meeting to see us come together, problem solve an issue that happened and work together in a positive way. So I did want to report that and then the positive progress in that. So outside of that, the only thing else I want to report is just I miss being able to give community accolades, and I just want to give a community accolade to the Green River FFA chapter. They went to state and did a fantastic job, had multiple people hit runner-ups and receive state degrees. And I will tell you, when you look at a well-run organization, the Green River FFA under the direction of Liz Toman is amazing. They have 50 to 60 members, and the people that they bring into that organization are diverse. They're kids that I've coached for years that I thought, if you would have told me they would have been involved in FFA, I would have never believed you. And so kudos to that organization.
Their luncheon or banquet, I mean, is this
Tomorrow
Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And I have a question. Was the Ashley National Forest able to make it to the fire chiefs meeting? Did they come?
I think they were there, and I knew though that all of those guys were also looking going to the Chiefs meeting on May 18th.
Okay.
And we are also going to continue to have those meetings as partners. And if we get other partners in, we will be inviting them. And just to problem solve, discuss, and have those on regular basis as we go through the system change. So I did think that was positive. And in fact, one of the things they've all decided to do is Frank Beeler came up with the idea, and they're going to have a day where they all get together and share, and the wildland crews will share their trucks and where they put things. And so everyone becomes kind of accustomed to where things are on other people's trucks, and then even try to start doing some synchronization to those things to help increase the efficiencies as we go through. So that's all I have for good of the order. And I'm sorry I took way longer than I should have.
Not at all. And you'll be finished before your 3 o'clock meeting. So that'll be good.
I just have
Commissioner
a quick-
Shanefield. Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys saw the press release, but I wanted to make sure everybody was aware. There was a train derailment north of
Yes.
Reliance on County Road 66. And Jean did go out on that and was in touch with me. So I wanted to keep everybody up to date. That road is closed currently. There are other options to get around. You just have to go around. It adds about 15 extra minutes. The railroad is in the process. The asphalt in that area, it was actually completely destroyed by the train as it derailed. And so the UP is working on fixing that currently, and hopefully we'll have the road back open as quickly as possible. So we did have some of our staff out there to help on Sunday. So
Thank you. Anything else? The order is good. Okay. Then I will entertain a motion to adjourn this meeting.
so moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor, say aye.
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 Thank you. Good work.